So you may think that you're not overstimulated anymore because you quit social media, video games, and other overstimulating things, but chances are that you're still overstimulated. This may sound very strange, but after watching this video, you will understand. I've been on this journey for a fairly long time now, and when I started, I instantly quit all the overstimulating habits that I had. At least almost all of them, but the ones I didn't quit right away, I quit shortly after that. So by now, I shouldn't be overstimulated, right? Well, it's unfortunately not that simple. I believe I'm definitely not as overstimulated as I used to be, but I still catch myself feeling like it sometimes. I can get restless, sometimes struggling with reading because my mind races, and occasionally meditation can be difficult. And these are not just lingering symptoms from my old way of living. I've come to realize that this is definitely something to work on, and not just by simply cutting out overstimulating habits. I should have gotten rid of these symptoms by now. At least I think I should have, because I hold myself to a high standard. And what I've realized is that if you constantly keep yourself very busy and your schedule is always filled to the point where you're pretty much always in a hurry to get wherever you're going, then your mind is still going to be overstimulated. You're overstimulating yourself with too many things to do. How could you have inner peace if your life isn't peaceful? Now, compared to before, I have become very peaceful, mindful, and overall satisfied with my life since I started improving myself. But there's a case to be made for doing less, not just doing as much as you can. After all, if doing too much reduces the mindfulness, what's the point? If you're not mindful of the present moment, then you're not even here. And if you're too busy to even be here, then does anything you do really matter? Filling your day with overstimulating habits is obviously awfully overstimulating. But filling your day with too much of anything, including good things, is also overstimulating. I've been reflecting on this quite a lot now. I believe that making the most out of life and becoming, well, happy requires mindfulness and what the Stoics called Eudaimonia. Eudaimonia is the word they used instead of happiness because they didn't really believe in happiness. Instead, Eudaimonia means fulfillment. And like most of Stoic philosophy, this really resonated with me. Hearing this allowed me to put words on something I've believed for a long time. Happiness is irrelevant. Fulfillment is key. Eudaimonia is key. But that comes from doing your part, living virtuously, and hard work. And to do that to the fullest, don't you have to work as hard as you can? And if you're not careful, this is where it clashes with mindfulness. If being on self-improvement and filling your day with good habits is also overstimulating, then how do you combine mindfulness and eudaimonia? I believe that it simply comes down to becoming more of an essentialist. There's a book about this that I highly recommend called Essentialism. It's basically about cutting out the unnecessary many for the important few. It's very important if you wish to live a life of eudaimonia. A big reason as to why we're on self-improvement is to break out of this life that most of our generation is stuck in. We look around and what do we see? Endless cycles of indulging, depression, and wasted potential. But if we get on self-improvement and still feel overstimulated, what makes us different? Most people are overstimulated. And remember, we aren't most people. So do something about this. And that's what I have for you today. If you wish to work on this issue or simply improve yourself like never before, click the link down below to apply to work with me for free, where I personally guide you through my 5-step process for self-improvement in a one-on-one call. Take care of yourself, brother, and earn your sleep. And by the way, subscribe to my channel. It really helps me out. Please and thank you.